Penguin Random House presents 20th Anniversary Edition, Devastating Guardian, Everybody Loves a Good Drought, Stories from India's Poorest Districts with a new introduction by Magsaysay Award winner P. Sainath, read by Gaurav Marwa. Penguin Books. Everybody Loves a Good Drought. Palla Gummi Sainath is founder-editor of the People's Archive of Rural India. Pari, he has been a journalist and reporter for 37 years and has covered rural India full-time for 25 of those. He was the Rural Affairs editor of The Hindu for a decade from 2004. He took an MA in History from Jawaharlal Nehru University, New Delhi, and joined the United News of India in 1980. In 1982, he became foreign editor of The Daily and deputy chief editor of the weekly Blitz in Mumbai. In early 1993, he left Blitz to work on rural poverty after winning a Times of India fellowship that enabled him to pursue the subject. That work resulted in this book. Sainath has won close to 50 national and international reporting awards and fellowships, including the Ramon Magsaysay Award in 2007, the UNFAO's Burma Award, Amnesty International's Global Human Rights Journalism Prize, and the European Commission's Lorenzo Natali Media Prize. Sainath has also lectured on journalism, development and politics in universities across India and several other countries. He has been deeply involved in the training of journalists and has been teaching at the Social Communications Media Department of the Sophia Polytechnic in Mumbai for 30 years. He has also been teaching at the Asian College of Journalism, Chennai, since its inception in 2000. In 2012, he was the McGraw Professor of Writing in Princeton. He lives in Mumbai. Foreword. There are books and there are books. Many sell, but a few of them never stop selling. More, they never stop being read and reread. They age, but they do not grow old, and they reappear in edition after edition, language after language. And they don't just get republished and translated, but move across genres. They become plays, films, musicals. They become part of humanity's evolving consciousness. The story of my experiments with truth, Mohandas Gandhi's autobiography, which appeared in installments from 1925 to 1929, is one such. Its editions, liberated from copyright now, are virtually countless. John Steinbeck's Grapes of Wrath, which appeared in 1939, became a powerful film in 1940 with Henry Fonda in the lead role and won Steinbeck the Nobel Prize for Literature in 1962, is another. George Orwell's Animal Farm, 1945, is yet another. A book that was to become one of the most stirring and imperishable allegories of all time started from an incident which Orwell described thus: I saw a little boy, perhaps 10 years old, driving a huge cart horse along a narrow path, whipping it whenever it tried to turn. It struck me that if only such animals became aware of their strength, we should have no power over them, and that men exploit animals in much the same way as the rich exploit the proletariat. Books like these live, breathe, and have their being in human hands and in human minds. Such books are, in plain and simple terms, an experience. They are an experience of a new and rather sudden awareness, a discovery, not of a find as in an archaeological dig or a solution as in a crime thriller, but of an encounter with a set of facts that may be staring us in the face and have yet gone unnoticed, unrecognized, unshared, and, incidentally, unwritten, when such an experience overpowering, almost indescribable though it is, remains unshared and unwritten, it remains incomplete. Like some great exaltation or some deep, deep sorrow, which when confined to oneself remains alone, and often in human habitation. You cannot experience the great Bengal famine of 1943 in the stark black and white of its truth, and not share the trauma through your camera, not if you are Sunil Janaha. A Janaha is an experience first and last. It happens to be a photograph. The sharing of such an experience can also be, almost always is, something of an explosion of the laughter of pain. Like great paintings do, and great photographs, each such sharing of an experience in words captures the moment and becomes part of that moment. It is not that the experiencing of a book has to be apocalyptic. It has to be true. It has to come from seeing, feeling, experiencing the experience. Munshi Premchand's story Sadgati, like his more famous Godan, is an experience first, a story only thereafter. It has existed in life, finding a further completeness in the telling of it. Satyajit Ray's film of the same Premchand story finds a further completeness in the filming of it with another something else coming into it. A something elseness which would make one exclaim in Hindustani, "Zara dekho to sahi." Please look. Pala Gummi Sainath, the author of Everybody Loves a Good Drought, was born in 1957, the year Mehboob Khan's classic Mother India hit the country's large screens, an epic landmark of a film on the stark dangers of rural poverty. 5 years hence, another of Khan's films, Son of India, arrived, rather gently. The second film can be said to have flopped, but not its core song. 17 at the time, like many in my generation, I was completely captured by that song, for which Shakil Badayuni had written the lyrics and Naushad had composed the music. Khan's 11-year-old adopted son Sajid played the role of a newspaper hawker, singing Aaj Ki Taza Khabar while selling papers in Mumbai, in streets abuzz with people, cars, buses, suburban trains. You can see the clip on YouTube. The boy cheerfully sings a song full of irony and tells his grim tale of the very callous and unequal world around him. He looks like he could be saying, "Sir, what a great day," when he's actually showing you that it is the opposite. He is not purveying the news. He is part of the news. And the method of humor, laced with sarcasm and embedded in irony, serves its purpose: the sharing of an intense experience, an overpowering situation, an undeniable tragic truth with a plangent humor. I find it a terrific coincidence that Sainath was born the year Mother India was released. Through that film, I do not know if Sainath ever saw it, Mehboob Khan showed India another India. It showed the India preoccupied and dazzled with the vision of rapid industrialization, the rock-hard truth of rural immiseration. He brought into stunning view the vast and vicious cycle of exploitation that was enervating farming and farmers, livelihoods and life itself. Something Sainath would himself do, again, decades later. Sainath was 5 when Son of India was made, and I doubt if he saw the film in his youth or has seen it at all. But in a very essential way, Sainath is the young singer of Aaj Ki Taza Khabar in that film, showing India another India. He is showing an India preoccupied and even dazzled by neoliberal free marketing, and now reinforced by a hyper-nationalist
Sample complete. Ready to continue?